Please click on the subscribe button so you get notified when the latest content drops. Now, let's kick it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My top 10 list of NFL quarterbacks heading into the 2024-2025 season. Please let me know if you agree or disagree. I know I'm going to get a lot of shit or pushback for having Brock number 4, but numbers don't lie, resume doesn't lie, and I know the people are going to be giving me shit for not having Dak in my top 10, when I'll be honest, neither Dak nor Matthew Stafford, who's also an older quarterback, deserves to be in my list. Matt had a bad year last year, and I don't think another year where he's older, especially when he doesn't necessarily have a track history of being that guy. Yes, he went on a Super Bowl run where he beat my Niners to ultimately beat the Cincinnati Bengals, but he's getting older. Aaron Donald isn't there anymore. And yeah, I'm sorry, no, not Matt Stafford nor Dak Prescott are top 10 quarterbacks in the league for the upcoming year. Now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, introducing my guest at this time. He is a young, ambitious real estate agent in the Northern California area. His passion is sports and his faith is unwavering. He is my younger brother, Alex, the monk, Peralta Hernandez. If you folks have any real estate questions, please feel free to reach out to Alex. He'd be happy to help. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Yeah, I listened to your list and I was hurt.
You were hurt? Why were you hurt?
I was hurt. I was in disbelief. I disagree. I think Matt Stafford's top 5. I think he's top 5.
What are you smoking, crack?
I think
is he top 5? Did you not see the season he had last year?
I mean, he was 7th.
He played 15 games.
Oh, okay, he was 7th in passing grade. He plays 2nd in turnovers, right behind Dak. I think it's pretty good. I'm not saying Dak is, up there.
Are they going to win 10 games?
I think they could.
Are they going to win 10 games?
I think they could.
I don't think so.
I think they could.
They lost Aaron Donald. They lost a lot of weapons. And Matt Stafford, when he was in Detroit, he didn't do jack shit for the Lions. Like, he won his Super Bowl. Yes, he has Sean McVay, but they're past. He's past his prime. I don't see it, bro.
I'm not saying he's not, past his prime, but
he's also very injury prone. That's also another thing. He's not a top 10 quarterback. He's not 5. Okay.
Yeah, and you're probably right. I'm gonna rescind that comment. I'm gonna take that back.
He ain't top 5.
We're talking about top 10 quarterbacks going into 2024, right?
2024, 2025. That's why I got CJ Stroud.
Okay. Then let me rescind that comment. Take it back real quick. Number 1. Well, top 3, I think, to me, Pat, Lamar, Joe Burrow.
Yep, right. In that order, right? In that order?
Yeah, in that order.
Okay.
Undeniably. I think you can put Joe Burrow 2nd. I think you can.
I would.
I think you can.
He's just so injury prone, and I have to give Lamar his respect. He's
but that's what I'm saying. I think those are interchangeable. 2 and 3.
2 and 3 are interchangeable for sure.
And then 4, the 4 is where I started to play around with the list. You put Brock. Crazy.
I did.
Crazy.
That's my guy. He was the best quarterback in the NFC in my opinion last year. He was coming off a season.
Someone would debate it was Dak. Not me.
No.
I'm just saying some would.
Get that trash.
Some would.
No, and then on top of that, he was going into the season coming off an elbow injury. So this year, heading into the 2024-2025 season, he's had a full off season where he's been healthy. He's been the number 1 guy. He hasn't had to worry about looking over his shoulder. He's putting more pressure on the team this year because he knows that they have to win a Super Bowl this year. And I think he's going to get it done. I genuinely believe he's going to get it done. And I think he's going to take a step forward. I honestly could see him going 40 and 10 this year. 40 touchdown, 10 picks. He's going to be that good.
That's kind of crazy to say. Last year you were saying he was going to, win MVP.
I was close with my predictions. And I honestly, until he faced the Ravens, he was the top contender or the top candidate to win the MVP last year. So 4th has to be my guy, Brock.
No. For me, Brock is 5th. I'm putting my boy, Jay Herbo, at 4. For this
Justin Herbert?
I have to.
You've been playing too much Madden.
Hey, I don't even have a console. Okay, I don't have a console right now. It's all business.
I don't
But
know, man. He's
Justin
got
Herbert at
Mike
four.
Williams,
At
Austin Eck.
four.
He's got he had Jordan Palmer. He had
But bad coaching, bad coaching,
okay,
terrible coaching.
okay, I understand bad coaching, but we don't give Brock his credit because of the talent that he has around him.
Are
How
you
can
dumb?
we give
Are you
just
dumb? Bro, he has weapons like
and what did Justin Herbert have his entire time with Brandon Staley?
bad coaching,
No, he had
bad
weapons.
coaching.
He had to put his team on his back. The
And he
invest
did. And he did multiple times.
oh my God.
Multiple times.
He
But
only
bad
made the
coaching. It
playoffs
was bad
once.
coaching.
He made the
Bad,
playoffs once, and he
bad
lost to the
coaching.
Raiders in a win and get into the playoffs. How do
It was
you
bad
lose to the
coaching.
fucking Raiders?
Justin Herbert has shown up multiple times.
Ah,
He's proven that he's talented.
when he
He
had,
has
bro,
games
it
where he's
was.
put up great stats. He's thrown for 300, 400 yards.
I'm not disputing he's not top 10. I don't think he's five.
I think he is five. For this season, for this upcoming season, I think he's
For
going to
this
be top
upcoming
five.
season, he might be a top three quarterback with just with Jim Harbaugh. He
I
has
thought that
less
that's what the
talent.
list was. I thought that's what the list was. That's why I have him at number
You're right.
four.
You're right.
And
Okay.
that's
Okay.
why I have Brock at number five. I just don't think Brock will have a better season than Justin Herbert.
I do.
Okay. Well, to each their own, brother. To each their own.
I do. I see a ring on my finger.
To each their own.
Another ring on my finger. That's what I see in the future.
Hey, I hope they win a Super Bowl too, but we'll see next season, next year. When
At
season
least you got Brock as the best NFC quarterback.
yeah. I think so. I think so, yeah. And then okay, so I have Brock at five. Now, 6 through 10 was iffy for me. Okay, because I really like Aaron Rodgers. I really think Jalen Hurts is going to have a good season. I think CJ Stroud is going to have a good season. I think 6 is going to be CJ Stroud. Last year, I think he had a really, really solid, maybe last half of the season and really put the team on his back. So I think CJ Stroud is 6 for me.
That system that they run down in Houston, it's another branch of the Kyle Shanahan system. Ben Slowick is doing a great job with Houston. I think because the system is so quarterback friendly, because they've gotten Stephon Diggs, they've gotten Joe Mixon. The Houston Texans have an embarrassment of riches if they don't make at least, in my opinion, an AFC Championship game this year. It might not be a great season, but also if CJ Stroud goes off in the regular season, then I think he has an opportunity again to be a top 3, top 5 quarterback. I put him 5 on my list.
I put him 6. I think I put him 6 just because I think Brock is 5th, and I think Justin Herbert is going to have a better season just with the new coaching staff and everything. I know he lost weapons, but I still think he's going to be 4th, and then CJ Stroud is 6 just because I think D'Amico's going to take him there. They're going to make the playoffs again for sure, I think.
What else?
And then so 7 I have Jalen Hurts just for this upcoming season. I think with the new changes that are going on in the locker room, I think I watched some interviews. It looks like he has his confidence back. So I think this season is going to be a big season for him. It's going to be one of his better seasons. So I put him at 7.
Okay, I like it. No, I put him 10th just because of the way the season ended last year. I do believe he was hurt at some point, and he was dealing with injuries. Also, he didn't really have an offensive coordinator. I don't care what anybody says. Sirianni is not a very good head coach, in my opinion. So I do believe Jalen Hurts deserves at least 75% of the credit. When he lost his offensive coordinator, that offense took a step back and Sirianni wasn't able to reel things in. I think Kellen Moore is a great offensive coordinator. He didn't do much last year with the Chargers, but also Justin Herbert was injured and it's a new coaching regimen there. But I think Kellen Moore is going to be able to get some of the best out of Jalen Hurts, but it won't be enough to beat my Niners. That's all I'm saying. Moving on. Who's your number 8?
Josh Allen.
Okay.
Haven't even said him yet, but I don't think he's top 5. I think 8 is a solid number for him. Just turnover prone. And this season, he doesn't really have any weapons going into the season. He doesn't really have any help. So he's going to have to, wow us with his talent. He's going to have to wow us and really show that he's capable of, taking a team the distance. So I think Josh Allen will be 8 for me.
Well, I don't disagree. Like, I mean, I put him what sixth on my list just because of the resume that he has and just because of the respect that they have him around the league. But if you're putting him eighth, I'm not going to give you much pushback on Josh Allen. Again, he's not a top five quarterback in my opinion, but he does fall somewhere between 6 to 10. So
Yeah.
eight is a respectable number for
Yeah,
him,
for me, eight was solid.
especially because he doesn't have a running game. He doesn't have any more weapons. And when he was supposed to elevate the weapons around him in like his first 2 or 3 years before they got Stephon Diggs, he didn't necessarily create a go-to guy. Like that's also another thing. Like CJ Stroud in Houston, he made Nico Collins and Tank Dell household names. Josh Allen had to get Stephon Diggs to have a guy that was a household name. And yeah, they could say Gabe Davis, but Gabe Davis really didn't produce at that level. So yeah, I'm cool with him being eighth. What do you got ninth?
Nine, see, this is where like I got kind of like iffy with it because I did say Matt Stafford, like earlier on top five, but
If he could stay healthy,
um
but I don't think he'll be able to stay healthy this
I
year.
don't know. But then I had to take into account Aaron Rodgers, and then I had to take into account Jordan Love because I think this season he just
Wait,
got a bag. He just got a bag.
not a
So I think
bag.
Jordan Love deserves to take top 10. I think I'm gonna put Jordan Love at 10 and
Put
at
two a
9.
top 10 if you want to put anybody in there. God damn, Jordan Love, really?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Coming into this season, top 10 quarterback this season, I think
maybe
so.
you know what?
He could be 10,
Maybe
like on
because
the cusp.
he's a dual threat quarterback who can use his legs to get out of the pocket. And when he throws on the move, he can complete those throws. But I also believe like there's going to be tape on him. The Niners were able to adjust to him in the second half
Hey, hey, we almost lost that game.
of the divisional. Who won?
But I'm just
Who
saying, we
blew it? Who collapsed?
almost
Who
lost.
collapsed?
But
I
we
don't care.
almost lost that game.
Packers
But
do what
it's
they do
okay. I
best
mean,
against the
it's okay
Niners.
for him to collapse because he's still it was basically his
Because
first season
Packers do
playing.
what they
That was the
always do
first
against
season.
the Niners, and that's fucking fail miserably in the playoffs.
No, 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 but I'm just saying, he it's his first full season, so I think there's an adjustment period,
He
just
will
like there was for Brock.
sophomore
So I
slump
think he will get better.
for like 5 years already. I
But
think he might take a step back.
mm,
I wasn't comfortable because like we gotta take into account the entire season last year, not just the last 10 games. The entire season was about average. Yeah, he put up great numbers. I think he was 35 and 14, right? 35 and 14 last year.
yeah.
Yeah. So he put up great numbers, but will he be able to maintain that stride? Again, Matt LaFleur runs a version of the Shanahan offense, so it is a quarterback friendly offense. The fact that he's a dual threat quarterback, he could be a top 10 quarterback. I'm just very hesitant on him because again, my gripe is literally they put Jordan Love above Brock Purdy on a bunch of these lists. And Brock Purdy, since he's gotten into the league, has balled out back to back NFC championship games, Super Bowl. He was a pro bowler last year, and I believe he was robbed of an all pro selection by Dak Prescott. That's why I'm very hesitant on Jordan Love because I need to see more. If people are still haven't bought into
No,
Brock
no,
and he's done more,
I think I need to see more from Jordan Love, but I think going into this season, I think he's gonna show a lot of people that he's still capable of doing it. I mean, he
so
just got
who's your
paid,
top
man.
nine? Who's your ninth guy?
No, 9 I have Aaron Rodgers. I kind of kicked Matthew Stafford out. But Aaron Rodgers,
Nine and Jordan Love 10.
yeah, I think so. Aaron
Okay.
Rodgers, just for the respect factor. I mean, he won a MVP, what, 2020 and then 2021.
So who would you have 11th?
I think Matt Stafford 11th.
You got Matt Stafford at 11th.
Yeah.
I think I'd put Jordan at 11 just because I don't want to put Dak up there.
No, no, I put Dak like at 12.
I put him like 12th to 13th. I put Jordan Love at 11 just because in his 1 year starting, he was able to do, I believe, more than what Dak Prescott has been able to do with the Cowboys, especially with
I think it's Jerry Jones, man. He's got to go. He's got to
I,
go.
I think they might actually sell the team. That's why they've been holding off on doing a bunch of these deals. But with that
Maybe.
being said, like they've had an embarrassment of riches over in Dallas, just like Justin Herbert has had with the Chargers. Like they've had elite running backs. They had Ezekiel Elliott in his prime. They had Amari Cooper. They had a young CeeDee Lamb. They had Dalton Schultz, who's now balling out with Houston. They had a great defense. Micah Parsons, I believe, is overhyped in my opinion. When it comes to the playoffs, he doesn't show up. I don't remember the last time Nicky Bosa went into a game and had a 0 stat line across the board, not even a fucking tackle. So, should he get paid? I think he should get paid, but I don't think it should be more than Nick Bosa. I don't think he's done enough, in my opinion.
I don't know. I think the Cowboys just not officiating, but the coaching staff is kind of messy. I just don't think you know, McCarthy's up for it.
I don't disagree. Well, yo, bro, thank you for joining me on my top 10 list. I appreciate getting your feedback and your opinion on it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested in buying real estate in the Northern California area, hit up alex.hernandez. He'd be happy to answer any and all real estate questions you may have. We'll talk later, my guy.
See ya.
Guys, have you heard? Shady Mob Productions is an official affiliate of HBO Max. Click on the link in the description and sign up so you can watch hit series like Hard Knocks, Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when the latest content drops.